This is Colorado Springs, situated at the base of America's mountain. This is a city that's experiencing an influx of people every single day, and for good reason. Today, we're gonna talk about why so many people are moving here, what you can expect when you do get here, and why for some of you, moving here might be the worst decision of your whole life.
As Colorado's population continues to grow, Colorado Springs has become a magnet for new residents. So what can those that end up in the Springs expect? It is a unique blend of unparalleled outdoor access, a strong military presence, and a rapidly evolving urban landscape.
If you're landing here as a brand new resident, you might be surprised in what you learn about this city. It's a vibrant and dynamic place, but it's not for everyone.
With over 750,000 people in the metro area, Colorado Springs is the second largest city in the state of Colorado. Tucked against the base of Pikes Peak, our own hometown 14,000-foot mountain, it is the undisputed gateway to the Rocky Mountains. It's a city where you'll find not only amazing views, but amazing people as well. The Springs is definitely known as a military town. I mean, with 5 major military installations, you can kind of see why. And also, 1 in 5 residents here has actually worn the uniform at some point in their life. But that's not the whole story. Colorado Springs is also Olympic City, USA. Not only will you find the US Olympic and Paralympic training centers here, but we're also home to the US Olympic and Paralympic Museum and the Olympic governing body. And in addition to that, there's actually over a dozen US Olympic sports teams that are headquartered here in the Springs. Even with over 30,000 college students across 4 universities, Colorado Springs still actually doesn't feel like your classic college town, but what it does do is it keeps and attracts young professionals post-grad. In fact, Axios recently mentioned Colorado Springs as a top 10 city that college students want to live post-graduation. The city's putting on events all year long to help bring people together. Farmers markets all across town, Labor Day liftoff dozens of hot air balloons, we've got the Pikes Peak International Hill Climb and the Pikes Peaker Bus Rodeo, and that's just to name a few of the summertime events. The Army brought me to the Springs 20 years ago. I met my wife here in the Springs, and it's given us amazing opportunities in both work and life that just aren't available in a lot of other places. Now we're raising our son here in the environment I've always wanted for him. We've built a life here in this what used to be little town that's growing up fast. And it's continuing to grow fast because it has a diverse and thriving economy. But hey, it's not for everyone. But by the end of this video, I know you're gonna understand if it's a place you've been searching for.
So when you're thinking about moving here and living here, you're gonna have one really big question on your mind, and that's, is there an opportunity for me? Because a strong and stable economy doesn't mean anything if there's no place for you in it. Here's the truth. The military and defense sectors make up about 40% of our local economy. The DoD pumps in more than $10 billion every single year. That kind of investment, it doesn't just keep bases running. It sparked entire industries: aerospace, cybersecurity, tech. Companies like Lockheed Martin, Northrop Grumman, Boeing, dozens of others employ over 100,000 people in the area. And that military foundation, it brings a level of stability to our economy that you won't find in many other places. Even when the nation hits a rough patch, that steady flow of federal funding, it keeps the Springs moving and it helps other sectors thrive.
We've got over 20,000 tech workers here, a number that's grown 12% in just the last 5 years alone. In tourism and hospitality, they employ another 16,000 people. Now, healthcare and education are also booming. You've got UC Health and Common Spirit, the 2 major players. Then you've got UCCS, Colorado College, and the Air Force Academy, and they're all expanding year after year. Now, trades and construction, also giant opportunities here. The city is expanding fast, and we need people to help build it. So yes, Colorado Springs' economy is stable, but it's also diverse. It's the kind of place where if you're willing to work, you'll adapt and you'll thrive. From engineers to electricians, teachers to tech workers, there's room for you here. And that's why Colorado Springs isn't just a military town. It's a place where you can come and learn and adapt and thrive. It's a place where people come to build something for themselves, for their families, their careers, and their future. And they realize that they're not just taking a job, they're looking for a place to make a home.
Now, I know you've seen all the headlines about housing costs here in Colorado, cities like Denver and Boulder. But the truth is, it's not just those cities. Since the pandemic, Colorado has gotten more expensive everywhere. But it's all relative, right? The median home sales price in Colorado Springs is $100,000 less than what it is in Denver. So while home ownership overall has gotten a lot more difficult, Colorado Springs is still a city where the average family can still buy a home. In fact, on average, folks buying a home here in Colorado Springs spend about 40% of their income, which is less than most cities our size.
On the west side of the city, you have homes that feel like you're in a mountain town, with some homes being well over 100 years old. Most of our new growth is focused to the north and the east. In fact, our city's approving about 100 new homes every single day. That's what sets Colorado Springs apart from a lot of the rest of Colorado. We have room to grow. Now, not everyone is ready to take the leap and buy a new home. Don't worry, we've seen a boom in new apartments too, and really nice ones with all the amenities, all the rec centers, pools, gyms, everything that you could think of. And the cost of renting here is well below what you're gonna find in other Front Range cities.
Now, not to sound cheesy, but owning a home really is building your future, especially in times with inflation and interest rates constantly shifting around. Having access to that long-term stability and an ability to build equity can truly be a game changer for your family's financial future. So do I love it here? Yeah, I do. The Springs isn't just a place that you move to work. It's a place that you move to live those adventures that you've always wanted. It's a place you raise your family. And for many, it's where you stay forever. So that's why at the Beresford Group, we've been helping families successfully move to Colorado Springs, helping them find the exact home that they want that's within their budget and with all their needs and desires.
You should definitely check out our YouTube channel where you'll find everything you could ever want to know about this city so that you know what to expect. And of course, if you're needing real estate services, we're obviously here to help.
Everyone moves here dreaming of perfect Colorado days. Blue skies, sun shining, snow cap on the mountains. And you might think, well, why doesn't everyone live here?
But here's the crazy thing that you have to know. The weather can change in an instant. Literally 10 minutes ago, it was sunny and beautiful, and now we might die.
So you might check the average temps online and think it's mild, and it is until it's not. Because of the mountains and the high desert plains, we might have a snowstorm in May that melts by noon. We might have a 70-degree day in February that turns into an ice warning by dinner time. We're at 6,000 feet here, so the sun hits harder, the nights cool faster, and the air dries everything out. It's not consistent, it's not humid. It's Colorado, and it's dramatic. Here's the thing, that unpredictability, it's part of the magic, because with over 300 days of some type of sunshine every year, you're not stuck inside waiting for good weather. You're out in it, hiking, biking, climbing, snowshoeing, enjoying the outdoors of Colorado. So yeah, the weather is a little wild, but if you're the kind of person who loves being outside, you're gonna fit right in.
The outdoor opportunities draw millions of people from around the world to come here every year to try to experience it. It is America's playground after all. In fact, it's these same things, the views, the fresh air, the trails, the opportunities that brought me and my wife here years ago. You see, we thought that Colorado Springs would just be a quick chapter in our lives, that we'd move here, stay for a couple years, and then move on. But the thing is that we've never been happier, because here, we're not just near nature, we're in it. You see, Colorado Springs is affectionately referred to as America's playground. I mean, where else can you leave your driveway and 10 minutes later be at Garden of the Gods for a sunset scramble? Or 5 minutes after closing your laptop, you could be in Red Rock Canyon open space ripping down a single track on your mountain bike. Oh, you want high alpine? There's limitless rock climbing all over the mountains here. In 40 minutes, you're fly fishing world-renowned rivers. And for the Badge of Honor crowd, you can tackle the Manitou Incline, 2,768 steps over just a mile. That's 2,000 feet in vertical gain. Now, 180,000 people do this every year, but you are going to earn that view. And yeah, winter does show up here, but the city only gets about 34 inches of snow per year, and every season brings a reason to get outside. I mean, you're only 2 hours from world-class skiing up in Breckenridge, 2 hours from Monarch, and it's close enough to day trip and get yourself back to Colorado Springs by dinner time.
There's this idea that Colorado's only for backcountry skiers and rock climbers. But that's not true. For most of us, it's pickleball in Monument Valley Park. It's hiking here in North Cheyenne Canyon, where we're 5 minutes from downtown. You see, Colorado Springs has over 9,000 acres of parks and open space, over 260 miles of trails, and more than 130 neighborhood parks. Life here, it isn't just for the adventurers. It's for those who want access to fresh air, peace, and the beautiful outdoors. And if the outdoors isn't really for you, or if your idea of outdoors is spas and brunch, the Broadmoor and Sunwater Spa, they got you covered.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. For some of you, Colorado Springs just is not going to work. And the reason why is that you may be looking for a city that has something happening 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And that's just not us. Truth be told, we move at a little bit slower pace. But it doesn't mean the city doesn't have some amazing things happening.
Colorado Springs might be known as a mountain town, but its culture scene is climbing too. From cozy cafes to craft breweries, the food and drink game has finally leveled up here in Colorado Springs. Whether you're sipping a house-roasted espresso in Old Colorado City, grabbing tacos on the Tejon Corridor at Dos or Dos Santos, or a bulgogi cheesesteak at Anju right here in Kauai, there's even 20+ craft breweries where you could grab any kind of drink that you want. Colorado Springs has something for everyone. And it's not just food. You see, the city's been investing heavily in the downtown revitalization. Think public art installations, tech-infused workspaces, and finally a walkable district that's bringing some new energy to these old brick buildings. For music, sports, and entertainment, we've got the Broadmoor World Arena that brings in international acts from all over the world. And more importantly, up north, we've got the Ford Amphitheater. Now, for sports, we've got Widener Field, our local pro soccer team, who are actually the 2024 national champions. You know what? Maybe Colorado Springs doesn't have everything that you're looking for in a major city. One thing it does have, however, is an international airport. So if you are trying to get away for the weekend, you can go to places like Las Vegas, Baltimore, or internationally to Cancun. That is the only international location, for the record. But it's just an easy hop to Denver or Dallas if you're trying to get to anywhere else in the world.
When you're moving to a new city, there's the dream, and then there's the real day-to-day. Occasionally we get asked, can you live here without a car? And the answer is probably not. Now, we do have a public bus system here, the Mountain Metro Transit. It runs about 25 bus routes and serves about 10,000 riders per day. But you gotta remember, Colorado Springs is big and spread out, twice the size of Denver by land area. So you're probably gonna need a car. The upside, traffic here isn't bad. The average commute is just over 23 minutes, and major improvements like the I-25 Gap project have already decreased drive times between Denver and Colorado Springs. Do you need four-wheel drive? Not really, but it does help in the winter, or if you live in a hilly area, or you plan to explore the mountains. So no, we don't have a subway or a light rail, but we do have short commutes, wide open roads, and one of the most scenic drives you'll ever take on your way to work. And that's a trade that most people are willing to take.
Health is wealth, and Colorado Springs checks that box with 2 level 1 trauma networks. You've got UC Memorial Health up north and Common Spirit Penrose down south. Both hospitals rank in the top 10 in all of Colorado. We also have the region's only full-service children's hospital and a VA super clinic over on the west side of town. From radiology to neonatal ICU to cancer research to same-day sports injury clinics, you're rarely more than 15 minutes away from advanced care. In fact, the city added over 75 family health providers in the last 3 years alone, so getting advanced care is finally easier than it's been in over a decade. Whether it's routine checkups, complex surgery, or just pediatric support, Colorado Springs is no longer Denver's little sibling. We are a full-service health hub ready to take care of you and your family.
For families, one of the biggest questions is always about schools. Well, Colorado Springs has 3 school districts consistently ranked in the top 5 across the entire state of Colorado. It's Academy District 20, Lewis Palmer District 38, and Cheyenne Mountain District 12. Now that's just public schools. There's also a ton of great charter school options across the city. But here's a huge advantage for parents. Colorado is a school choice state, which means you're not tied to just your neighborhood school. You could option your kids into any public school even outside of your district. It's all about finding the best possible school for your child and their unique needs. Beyond high school, Colorado Springs is home to the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs, United States Air Force Academy, Colorado College, and the Pikes Peak State College. UCCS is nationally recognized for its cybersecurity education, with hundreds of graduates every year ready for high-demand jobs. Pikes Peak State College provides technical and vocational programs that feed directly into our local workforce needs, from healthcare to skilled trades. Now, these aren't just places to get a degree. These are gateway to quality careers right here in Colorado Springs. Now, especially in those booming industries we talked about earlier, like aerospace and tech. Overall, it's everything about educating your family from kindergarten all the way to their career.
I hope you decide to make my hometown your hometown. My wife and I have this saying, you gotta earn your spot in Colorado by taking advantage of all the amazing things that this city and state has to offer. It's economically vibrant, the housing is relatively more affordable than the rest of the Front Range, all while sitting at the doorstep of the amazing Rocky Mountains.
I'm Chris Beresford with the Beresford Group, and I have a quick question for you. Did this video help you in any way decide if Colorado Springs may be your next home? Is there anything you love about the city, something you don't like at all? Or is there something we missed talking about? Let us know in the comments.